one more match tonight, and that is against Ruel. So if they're able to take Ruel out, I believe that secures themselves
Absolutely.
their first place slot. But we're going to go on into the Rift. It's Imperium taking on Royal Zone. Royal Zone really need to bounce back here, get themselves a win. Imperium looking to put the nail in the coffin and start climbing their way out of Group D against these other two teams of ARC and JPV.
Relatively feasible game for them to win, as well as to make their way out of groups, because the groups is a lot closer between IPT, ARC, and JPV. If they manage to find this win, it's not surprising to see some of their competition drop games as well. So RZE, Royal Zone have an immensely pressuring game this time around, but you know, they're just gonna play them to their best.
You know, just feel confident.
Just be confident. No worries. No sweat off their backs. They're going in this, like, all right, we either get this game or we get dropped out. So they're going to play this game, and they're going to play beautifully, I believe.
I'm interested if Spear tries to go aggressive here onto Tej. You got that level, that early aggression with Trundle. You also got press the attack, too. If you're able to get a push in one of your lanes, possibly. Especially in top lane and mid lane, actually. I think you can get early priority with this Aatrox Kennen.
I think so, yes. You have the solid wave clear and the solid damage coming in from the Aatrox. I think in our previous matchup with the Aatrox versus Akali, it should have happened that one-sided. I think the Aatrox actually
early on
it
they
a
have
little bit.
Yeah, early on the base damage from the Q is enough, but he's got to land him.
Exactly. So I think that the previous game, the Aatrox actually misplayed a little bit, which was a big reason why Aatrox lost as poorly as he did. But I think in this game, it should be a little bit closer, and they should be able to manage their own lanes. What I wanted to bring attention to as well a little bit is I'm quite curious as to the press the attack Trundle, right? Because I think that, and then this is kind of just off the top of my head from my memory, right? If my memory serves me correctly, I think that Hail of Blades is actually the keystone choice.
I don't know if it still is. I think the press the attack you like better, especially if he's going into a tank like Sejuani. Especially for the 1v1.
Yeah, up against the Sejuani match, that probably makes a bit more sense. Yeah, I think in some gank, nobody plays Trundle. Right?
I know, it's such a weird pickup.
It's like, who's supposed to know information about Trundle, right? All right.
Well,
so
as an analyst, you're supposed to know information about every champion. We'll ignore that point.
All right. But yeah, going into this matchup, the press the attack will assist in the trades. I think the Hail of Blades could have helped a little bit with some initial auto attacks, just find themselves in a slightly better position early on in the skirmishes. But right now, looking at the jungle clear, the Trundle's actually having a pretty good time.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Already got the 2 buffs and now working on the Scuttle. Again, 3 minutes. Sees that the Raptors haven't been taken, so can decide, hey, all right, let's go for this play. Sejuani's nowhere nearby. Motivate doesn't have a whole lot of energy. That's going to be the chains coming out. Nicely done, though, to get over the wall with the Shuriken.
I feel like that pillar was a little bit mistimed. If it was sooner, I don't think the Akali could have made it across, but...
If you try to get it in between the wall and her.
Exactly. You can build the additional distance so that they can't make it across. But, still a good attempt overall. Apply some pressure. Would have preferred a little bit of a counter gank instead. Would have preferred a little bit more counter jungling first instead of going for that early gank. But they go for that. They go for that as a preference, and it does kind of work out. It applies some pressure in the mid lane.
Both mid laners hitting level 4. No one having any real big advantages across the map. Every lane's pretty even so far. For Royal, got to be feeling pretty happy there. Motivate taking another decent amount of damage.
There we go. That's the kind of matchup you expect going into this.
Motivate doesn't have the Shuriken to try and get to safety this time, but does have the Shroud.